You really just gotta keep going. All that pain you feeling on the daily, all the headaches, all the frustrations, but you know you gotta keep going. And I'm just talking to myself right now. No matter what you go through, bro, right now I gotta keep going. I gotta show up to work every day. No call offs if I really want to get to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Because my day can be coming up at any moment. So I gotta do the right things with my money. Can't be impulse buying stuff. Gotta be putting my money in the right places. Right? Gotta take care of my health. Cause what's the point of having money if you ain't got no health? Right? But at the same time, boy, having health, you just using your health to be damn near feel like you're killing yourself trying to get some money, depending on what you're doing. But nowadays, I won't even say that because there's people that got remote jobs. Now, part of me is like, you know, part of me, and I know other people might have that same sentiment too, but they might look at somebody with a remote job that work from home like, what y'all niggas complaining for? What you mean? Like, you work from home, you ain't got to commute to work. And granted, I feel them completely on that, but at the same time, without me even having had a job like that, I feel like I could still see it from that person's point of view. But it's like it's still mentally taxing. It's still mentally taxing. I can see that because my job is like that. I used to have a physically like labor job at the at different warehouses and stuff, but now I drive trucks. So it's like there's no really physical labor about it unless you like in the food industry and stuff like that. So it really just depends within the trucking industry, but for the most part, trucking, you know what I'm saying, depending on where you at though. But my trucking job is not really physically a physical labor, but it's more mental. And I started to learn like I can see on both ends though. So I would never look at my situation and say I'd rather I don't want to do this. I'd rather go back to doing this and that because there was certain warehouse jobs I had that was, I'm talking about crazy. I had some easy warehouse jobs to where like it felt like it was a community and you know what I'm saying, you could chat it up with people. But then I had the warehouse job where, bro, you ain't even got time to talk with people because you being timed. You're being timed on every little thing you do. At the end of the week, they call you in and let you know how many more things you need to be packaging per minute, or this is the rate that you've been going. So, you know what I'm saying? But that just goes to show that, like, I understand what, like, people with remote jobs, I can still understand that stress factor. You know what I'm saying? When I be trucking and be feeling like, now I more so look at it as like it's like a self-therapy session for hours. So you really learn a lot about yourself. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was first going through that process, that was tough. I was tough. I'm talking about tough. Mentally draining, tough. You just thinking all day. You know how they say in prison, and they throw people in the hole. Throw people in the hole. That little dark spot is real tiny, and they said they in there with nothing but their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not comparing it to that in the sense of like it's just as bad as that. First of all, I don't know, but I would assume that it's not as bad as that. But I'm just saying, like, just being in a secluded place, but you got to stay focused the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You got people that get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're in the right, got to remain calm, and you just in there with your thoughts. And then even in certain places, you got cameras looking at you while you're in there, you know. So the job market is crazy. I can understand some people that just don't want to be at their job. They just don't want to work. They don't want to work. Some people might call them lazy, and on some days I would agree with that. You just being lazy, and I feel that on with certain people they are just being lazy. But at the same time, I do understand that feeling like sometimes you just don't want to do it, but you got to. Got to. You ain't got no choice. Unless you completely flip your mindset to just not care. Not care anymore at all. That's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself necessarily getting to that point. But I have been trying to just change my mindset on a sense of, like I put in another video, just trying to enjoy the process and make sure I do the right things with my money. Make sure I do the right things with my money, because the more I do the right things with my money, the faster I can get to where I'm going, and the faster I can stop doing what I might not want to do. And they always say you always gotta put another mountain in front of you when you get done climbing one. And I do get that, because you can't get bored. I can just see that. Sometimes I get bored just on my off days. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bet, let's make some vids. Let's express my thoughts and just have this for something I can look back for a couple of years later. Something I can just look back at it like, oh man, so these are my thoughts. So this is what I thought about this. This is what I thought about that. But yeah, man, it's just, people tired of working, and I get it. But at the same time, people being tired of working is also an opportunity for people that's trying to work. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I fall in both categories, but in reality, what people is going to see, they're going to see me go get it. It's just no matter how I feel, whatever, I know at the end of the day, I got to go get that money. Got to, because I know that feeling. I understand that feeling I had now, or sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing this, but I got to do it. And I know the feeling that other times I'm feeling like, with it's physical labor and it's mentally draining too, and you like, bro, I'm tired of doing this. But neither one of them is worse than that feeling of not having no money to where you can't even do that. So say for, if you're even relieved of your bills, which is rare, people, I'm just saying, say for just not having no money to at least do the things you want. Boy, so it's just period. So overall, you gotta have money in every aspect of life. So you just have to push through. You have to. The job market getting harder to get a job, and people getting laid off like crazy, bro. So yeah, man, this is just a quick little yap session with myself, but just to talk about things that was just on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to it. We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep working towards what we gotta work towards. Even if it feel like the light is dim, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep going and keep pushing. But remember, these videos are made by me. Well, yeah, by me, for me, to me. If you like the video, Y'all stay blessed. Peace.